Welcome everybody. We're going to move on to section 3 of the Shara Gilgulim. We've been reading for the past 2 weeks now, The Gate of Reincarnations, which is a Kabbalistic work by the Arizal, who's named Rabbi Yitzchak Luria. He wrote all of this wisdom down. Physically, his student actually technically wrote it down, but all of the teachings come from the Ari, around 500 years ago, Jewish mysticism, and this particular book is on the topic of reincarnation. How the soul has a continuation even after the body sheds off. In any case, we're in section 3, path of rectification. Derech ha-tikun. The concept of tikun. This is going to be a good one, I can already tell. Even though, as is known, there are people whose nefesh is from malchut of Asiya, we said before that there are 5 worlds. Each olam, each world, has 10 dimensions. These dimensions are called sefirot. Everybody's soul comes from a different point, meaning a different location in the tree of life. Your soul could come from malchut of Atzilut. It could come from chokhmah of Bria. It can come from any dimension, from any world. But the majority of people, they're coming from malchut of Asiya. That's what the Arizal told us before. That means the lowest level. Most people are still just starting out. They're still just waking up to the idea of spiritual reality. We all know that family member who just refuses to accept the reality that we live in, that it is, yes, it's a physical reality, but it's much deeper than that. That's just what you see on the surface. But what's subconscious? What's unconscious? What's superconscious? Oh, those are questions you have to ask them. Even though, as is known, that there are people whose nefesh is from Malchut of Asiya, like we said, most people are from Malchut of Asiya, and others who are from Yesod of Asiya. There are other people who come from a higher dimension in the world of Asiya, called Yesod of Asiya. Still, every person must rectify the entire spectrum of Asiya. So even though we all come from a different place, we're going to have to first fill out all of these 10 sefirot of Olam Asiya. Meaning not only have the nefesh of the nefesh, but the ruach of the nefesh, the neshama of the nefesh, the chaya of the nefesh, and the yechida of the nefesh. That's when you've really completed your nefesh. Because that's all in the world of Asiya. And only then, only once he has rectified, meaning he has done the tikkun for his portion in Olam Asiya, only then can a person receive his ruach from Yetzirah. Since Yetzirah is greater than all of Asiya. Asiya is first grade. Yetzirah is second grade. You can't just jump to second grade. You have to first finish first grade. Similarly, in order to attain his neshama from Bria, a person needs to make a tikkun, rectification, on every part of his ruach in all of Yetzirah. That means nefesh of ruach, ruach of ruach, neshama of ruach, chaya of ruach, yechida of ruach. And only then can he receive his neshama from Bria. So in the same way that you can't just jump to grade number 2 until you finish grade number 1, you can't just jump to grade number 3 if you haven't yet done grade number 2. It is insufficient for him to rectify only the particular place in which his soul root is grounded. Rather, he must rectify all parts of each level, as we've mentioned, until he is fit to receive the nefesh of all of Asiya, and then he can attain his ruach of Yetzirah. It is this way with all the worlds. This applies in every of the olamot. The import of this above mentioned rectification, this tikkun, is that one must be involved with the study of Torah and the performance of mitzvot that correspond to all of Asiya. You have to toil in mitzvot and limud Torah in Asiyah. That's the way that you're going to really do the tikkun for Asiyah. Not just those which correspond to the specific place to which his nefesh is attached. The above mentioned rectification is thus also applicable in the realm of upholding Torah and mitzvot. So this is how you uphold the Torah and the mitzvot. To fulfill the mitzvot doesn't just mean to do them. It means that you're also understanding them, because there's deeper levels. If you always only learn the Torah on the pshat level, you're never growing. It depends how deep you understand the Torah, not how wide. Depth is really what we're looking for. Even if you understand one word, but you understand it deeply, it can open you up to a whole new world and a whole new set of principles and ways that you see the world that didn't even apply when you were just on the surface. When you take into consideration that this Torah is divine, which means that it's much deeper than you could have ever thought possible, the moment you wake up and you begin peering into remez, or drosh, or sod, that's when you really begin growing. So we have to strive. We have to strive to fulfill the mitzvot and the Torah, which is both on its simple aspect called pashut, but you've also got to go toward the sod, which is the essence, the ikar of the Torah. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey everybody, thanks for watching that video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't be afraid to share this video with your loved ones, as we know that we are trying to reach as many souls as we possibly can with the wisdom of the Torah, specifically its inner dimensions called Kabbalah, which is the mystical secrets that are contained within God's holy Torah. And I invite you to join me on this effort to spreading this wisdom to the four corners of the world, so we can prepare for what we've all been waiting for, the final redemption, where Israel will be redeemed along with the righteous Gentiles.